I know that Mayor Pro Tem may need to be sent
Okay.
this link, but I think we're going to go ahead and get started with the work session, June 1st, 2021. This is the City of Iowa City work session. We just finished an executive meeting, and so I want to move on to clarification of agenda items.
I did have one request related to the Hickory Hill project. If staff has any understanding of what the value of that senior living component to the project might be, as at least on kind of a ballpark level, is that something that could be provided?
What type of value are you talking about? The land value or the development?
Of the development.
Okay, we can try to come up with an estimate.
Okay, any other items?
I wanted to talk about which is the date of this. The May 27th information packet, IP1, which is the council tentative meeting schedule.
Yep,
And
if you can just hold off, I'm so sorry. We're going to get to the info packets. So, yes. Anything else from the formal agenda? Hearing none, we'll go to info packet May 20th.
Just to thank you on the update on the tree planting.
And now we are at item number May 27th, info packet. So, Councilor Weiner.
so apologies for stepping in early. I just wanted to raise the issue of the council tentative meeting schedule in two different aspects. One, to ask when it looks like everyone is going to be prepared to go back in person, assuming this in person is going to be probably in Robert A. Lee Rec Center in a larger forum. And two, if there's any consideration of maybe having a slightly abbreviated summer schedule, as apparently, except for last year, has been the case, but more focused on what the trajectory is for going back to some form of in-person meeting.
Just a quick update from staff. We evaluated our facility options, and we believe the senior center assembly room would be the best for kind of an interim city council chambers if you still want to move towards that bigger space. We can have that ready for your next meeting. We've been kind of planning on your first meeting in July as our target, but we probably could have that all ready to go should you want to get back sooner.
I think with Mayor Pro Tem not being present on this one, maybe we just go ahead and aim for July, the first meeting in July. And does the senior center sound okay to counselors? All right, sounds great. Any other clarification or any other items from info packet May 27th?
Right, so the other half of my question is there any, are we going to keep the 2 meetings throughout the summer, the 2 meetings per month rhythm, or consider condensing or dropping one at some point? Is it in August? I know that we added it back in last year. We may need it again, that we may still need this. I just wanted to throw it out there as a topic for discussion.
I don't have up our meeting list for the summer, but if I recall, we're meeting as normal.
Yeah, that's what's up there now. And I think what Janice is trying to bring up is the topic of historically, we have dropped 1 meeting in the summer, most summers. And so I think that's her point, is we didn't do it last summer. We had a ton on our plate, obviously. But would people entertain that might be a possibility for this summer? I would be fine with it. I guess I would, also defer to staff a little bit in terms of what they see on our agenda and urgency of anything on the agenda as well. I want to hear that.
I really
I-
think, go ahead, Mayor.
Right ahead. No, please, Mayor Pro Tem.
Yeah, I just think that, that's something really needed because last year was really tough year and a lot of people did not like do anything. Especially like, I don't know, some people like with kids and everything and families that they need to like interact with. Of course, as Susan Ma'am says to the staff, if they can figure out that day and they can tell us, and if the staff need us, of course, we have to be there. There is no problem, but I will encourage it, but also I will defer to the staff if they need us.
I do have maybe a question just for council, because I think Mayor Pro Tem and I and Jeff, we can probably look a little closer at what's on the agenda. Is the preference July or August?
I would say either the last one in July or the first one in August.
I think it would be the last in July, first in August. It would be one of those.
I have concerns either way because it seems like we've got some financial issues out there that we're going to be needing to talk about with the federal funds and the funds for the TRC and those kinds of things, and when we're going to fit that into a work schedule. But maybe the end of July to take that meeting off and then focus on the financial things in August. That's just my thoughts.
Or the first one in July, I don't care, but sometime. Why we don't just go back to Jeff and in our next meeting, the mayor and we can talk to him and go over it and bring you something next time.
Sounds good to me.
All right, sounds great. Any other thing for now? All right, we're going to adjourn into our work session, which starts at 6 p.m. Not our work session.
I'm running home. If I'm late a little bit, please start. I will join, but I'm in the office. I don't want to continue sitting here. Okay.
Great. All right,
Thank
so
you.
see you all back at 6 p.m.